Hello, this is attorney Catherine Henry. I'm also the drafter and founder of the Restore Freedom Initiative. We've had a lot of questions recently from our supporters asking us how many signatures we have. Well, the truth is, I have no idea how many signatures we have, other than we have between 100,000 and, well, not enough. So we don't have the funding that Stand Up Michigan has. We have received roughly $20,000 in donations since we started, and that's been enough to get our petitions printed and the printer bills paid for and things like that. But we don't have money for advertising efforts at this point. And we certainly don't have money to pay. I'm not getting paid, and none of our volunteers are getting paid. Our circulators are not getting paid. So we don't have people that are in paid positions to come and get signatures, to collect the signatures, to validate the signatures, to count the signatures, to sort the signatures by county. We don't have people that are getting paid for any of those things. Those things are being done 100% grassroots by our volunteers. So just the same as I'm donating all of my time and my resources and the space in my house to be able to house all that and sort them and whatnot, all of our volunteers that have been coming to spend hours to sort the petitions. Well, first of all, we have all the people that are getting signatures are volunteers. All the people that are coordinating, Andrea and Lori and Michelle, that are helping to coordinate the collection of those signature sheets, they're volunteer. And Dwayne and Curtis and Rebecca and others that have been drivers for us, they're volunteering their time and their gas. And then they bring them over to my house, and then we've had some great volunteers that will sort them out by county and then count them. But, we do continually have petitions coming in. And so for me to give you a number means that any of those volunteers that have the time to come and work on something, they can either spend that time counting thousands, hundreds of thousands of petitions, signatures. That takes a long time, and to make sure that they're counted correctly, and to make sure that they've been sorted out by the correct county and everything. That takes days and days and days. So by the time we start counting, by the time we end counting, we've already gotten a whole bunch new petition sheets anyway. So we can either spend the effort counting all the petitions, not validating them, not planning new events to get more signatures, not getting out in the communities and getting the signatures ourselves. I could spend the time, in addition to those things, instead of counting the petitions, or I could be counting the petitions myself instead of writing Supreme Court briefs, arguing in front of the Supreme Court, trying to work on vetting some candidates for our statewide races, and answering the thousands of questions that keep pouring in all the time about masks and contact tracing and, a variety of things that are being done in our government today. So the answer is, I don't know, and I'm not worried about giving people numbers right now because this is a grassroots effort. If you guys want to know how many, how about be more concerned that I'm telling you we don't have enough and we need your help. We need your help in going out there and getting signatures. Even if you're someone that doesn't go to a lot of events, you're not good at planning events, and you don't have a lot of places where people are hanging out or congregating or whatever, that you have the opportunity very often to get a ton of signatures all at once. That's okay. We still need you. Do you ever go and get gas? Do you ever go and get groceries? Do you ever go to a library or a park or any other places like that? Do you ever sit out in your front yard in your neighborhood? If you've answered yes to any of those questions, then you can have a clipboard with 3, 4, 5 blank petition sheets And if you see someone not wearing a mask, that's a big hint that they're probably going to be really open to signing our petition. If you see someone that has a Trump flag on their car or in their yard or something, although this is a nonpartisan effort, chances are good that if they're willing to put a Trump sticker or flag somewhere to display, they're probably wanting to sign a petition that's all about freedom. If they have a thin blue line flag or sticker on their car or a blue light bulb next to their front door, those are people that are probably willing to sign the Restore Freedom Initiative petition. If you have somebody that you see with a Don't Tread on Me flag or sticker, or even an American flag or sticker on their car or at their house, those are all good candidates for people that would be willing to sign the Restore Freedom Initiative petition. What can it hurt if you go and simply ask them if they like their freedoms and if they would like to do something to help secure their freedoms? It's something that only takes a few seconds. And if they say no, you can say thank you for your time and go on your merry way. But if they say yes, they'd be willing to sign, then you have done your part in helping us to get that very important signature. We don't have money to pay circulators to come from out of state or even pay those that are from our state to go around collecting signatures. We don't have that kind of incentive to offer people. What we have is an incentive to make sure that despite the 1945 law, we could still take care of the 1976 law and the public health code and all of the other things that are going on that are problems today. We're fighting hard to make sure that we are fixing the problem, which is all of those things. And it's to hold all of our government officials accountable. That's why the legislature isn't backing my Restore Freedom Initiative petition, because it yanks back the power that they have also tried to steal away from we the people. It's not just the governor here. It's all of them. Judges and justices and legislators, you name it. They have stolen far too much power away from we the people all these years, and it's time that we get it back. So I'm asking you, can you do your part to help us get signatures? So no, don't expect anybody on my team to have the answer about how many signatures we have. I don't know how Stand Up Michigan is getting their numbers. I don't know if they're estimating based on the number of sheets they have or not, because not every sheet has a full 9 signatures or whatever. Theirs might have 10, I believe. Ours hold 9. I don't count a sheet and go, oh, that's 9. Nope, I look at every single signature to have actual real data. We've already validated thousands and thousands of signatures to make sure that what we turn into the Secretary of State is accurate. So would you be more concerned with high volume of numbers when the Secretary of State could take a sampling and determine that half the stuff we turned in is bad and then reject the amount of signatures we have entirely based on that statistical sampling that they took? Or would you rather to make sure that we are getting enough signatures nonstop and validating as many as we can? I'm choosing that route. So yes, I would love to have enough volunteers that we can have a constant count available for you, but I don't. And I'm going to utilize the volunteers' time wisely for the people that are taking the time to come and volunteer and validate or work on the petition in some other way. And that means we're working hard to get the signatures, to get the information out to people, to plan events, to show up, to get more circulators on board. And I'm going to ask you, if you're watching this video, please spend your time doing those things. Encourage people to sign up to be circulators. Encourage people to get the bumper stickers or the window decals or the car magnets at cost. It's just sold at cost to help spread the word. And I'm going to ask you to do what you can to get every single possible signature you can. And if somebody tells you that they've signed it, verify with them. Are you sure you signed the Restore Freedom Initiative petition and not just the the Repeal 1945 petition? Because a lot of people assume that they've signed ours when they haven't, or vice versa. So please, let's make sure we're doing our part. And whatever place you might have dropped off your Repeal 45 petitions to, if you were also circulating that petition, do not bring your petitions there unless it is listed with us that that's a place to drop it off. Because they are no longer collecting their signatures. We still are. So if you drop it off somewhere where it's only a Repeal 45, they may not get the signatures over to us because they're done collecting. So please do your part. Help us out. Let's get this done together. We can do this. I believe in the people of the state of Michigan. I believe in the grassroots effort of Michigan. It's not going to take us the $1 million of donations that Stand Up Michigan has. We can do it on a tight budget, and we can do it with true boots on the ground, walking around and getting signatures type of work. So hang in there. Have hope in what we're doing. But be willing to put in the effort just the same as so many other people are across the state of Michigan, because together we can get the 425,059 good, valid signatures. Thanks all.